we are about to make the same mistakes that have been made elsewhere in the world. It took Germans 145 years to finally realize the system is unsustainable. There was a single-payer system. They started with the parallel balance system, and slowly people gravitated toward the universal health fund. And right now, they're about to go bankrupt. People rebelled against the higher taxes. They ran out of the wealthy people to charge marginal rates to pay for the services. It still wasn't enough. They had to cut services. And finally, people voted a new government, and now they have the same healthcare debate we have. They just go in the opposite direction. They're trying to bring private insurance companies and market and competition to lower costs and improve services.
It was in the news this week that is what Cuba, which Michael Moore said is so great. Cuba is doing that now this week.
We all believe that as a moral imperative that everybody needs to be cared for, whether that means they need insurance or some vehicle to get cared for. We all agree with that. So when we say that we don't take Medicare or this or that, the reality of it is that we're forced into being small business owners. And when you need to deal with the third-party payment system in the way that it is structured in this company, it is impossible to do that and not consider what you're getting paid for a service, because at some point you're not a medical student anymore. You've got children to feed and a house to pay for and all of that. And employees to pay. So only in the context of what it costs you to practice do you need to consider those things, and it's only because of the fact that we have this horrible third-party payer system and a terrible tort problem. And if you addressed simply those two issues, there really wouldn't be a terrible problem anymore.
The third-party system of payment has destroyed the doctor-patient relationship. And if we could go back to the days when patients paid their doctors directly for most things and then build their insurance company, we would restore sanity to the medical system.
Yeah.
If you go back in time, it's 10 years before managed care. Patients would come in, the insurance company, for the most part, would pay 80%. They were responsible for 20%. And you could do what was necessary for the patient, whether it's ordering physical therapy for someone who has special needs, a special medication, it was covered. Now we have managed care. And the first question patients have when they call are you on my plan? Oh, you're not? They hang up. Once they are in your plan, it's only a $5, $10 copay. They have no responsibility.
Right.
So if they had to say that medication is going to cost me $50 more, it'd be their choice. If you're the best doctor in the world and you want to charge X, and I'm subprime, and I'm Y, they have a choice of paying his price or my price, because they're going to have to pay 20%.
You know, what's happening is that Congress wants to put your doctors on a budget. They want to empower the government and the insurance companies with a single budget that your doctor has to comply with. And in the end, the patient's not going to be able to trust the doctor, because if the doctor spends over the budget, your doctor will be penalized. That's what's coming when we mandate everyone buy health insurance. That's what's coming when we have higher price insurance from the government. You can't trust me because I'm not going to be able to tell you about the best treatment to save your life or end your suffering, because I will get penalized for spending too much on your care.
Yeah.
Glenn, I think every doctor in this room knows that insurance is the problem, not the solution. And the myth here that's been perpetuated on the American public is that we have a problem with health insurance. Let's fix health insurance. But doctors know that the issue is that's going to threaten technology, because people are overusing insurance. So if we extend the overuse model to more and more people, our best treatments are going to be endangered and our best doctors will be endangered.
Glenn, this is not about health insurance. It's not about health. This is a government power play to take over the medical industry, take over physicians, take over patients indirectly through their physicians, and control them politically.
Would we allow the security guard or the receptionist to come in and do your brain surgery? Why are we allowing the congressmen who have no expertise around health care whatsoever to make decisions? They have no idea about the practice of medicine or the economics of medicine.
You're not saying that they're making life or death decisions, are you?